check it ein. Yeah. Conversation and sample flipping. That's the movement. Hit the like, subscribe, check it. Yeah, for the next minutes of live TV, you stop with me. Got no limits, I'm that vivid, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what's up, kings and queens? Back again, and this time we're going to talk about the state witness that came to waste our time. How did the state prosecutor and the IO, the investigating officer, think this guy is going to help us? How? If you wanted to find out the information about phones and what, Section 205, you should have applied to Vodacom, MTN, all the ISPs, internet service providers. Tell them, no, we need this information concerning this guy. Give us the movements of this guy on the day of the event, just concerning the day of the event. That's all we know, and you pin those people there. But now, you're going to bring us somebody who's going to talk about dates that don't involve the murder incident, the day of the incident. They don't. They are totally far. Before we do that, before we talk about somebody who wasted our time, our data, everything, our internet, it's just a waste of time this day. 2 wasted days. Please subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. Also, please like this video. Since we haven't been posting, you need to like so that you can get these videos traveling through the YouTube streets, so that we can get more kings and queens coming through here. If you're watching from the outside, you might as well just subscribe. Okay, let's commence. There's a guy that came from traffic department. He was testifying in a matter in the Senzo Mewa case, right? This guy, as Balwe puts it, he was supposed to place the accused around Joburg during the time of the commitment of the incident. Now, put in your comment in the comment section below and tell me if you think that witness did that. I don't think so. I was scared, I was tense, I was nervous. Not because I feel that I'm trying to protect these people, the accused or what, but just for the fact that, okay, now here's the real information that's coming. Something is going to come out of this that forced them to really call these guys, because I don't think that's a route that they had to take in order to verify the numbers of those accused and the address. I don't think that's a proper route, because if you're going to rely on the proof of res and the information that's provided through the eNaTIS system, it's not going to help. Because if I go to the traffic department, and it happens all over, let's say I'm applying for a learner's license and I want to achieve it quicker, I won't opt for bigger towns where there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of motorists, and they need the services of the traffic department regularly and in most numbers. No, I would opt for a small town where I know if I get there, the queues will be just minimal. I'll spend probably 20-30 minutes on the queue, and then I'll be helped. If you go to Rustenburg, for instance, right, the traffic department of Rustenburg, whatever you're going to do there, put in appointment for a learner's license, appointment for whatever, you have to get there very early, especially for a learner's license and those things. Learner's license and the testing for the license is not really that bad, because it depends on who passed. Now, you have to go there by 3. Some of them go 3 o'clock, they're already there on the queue, hoping to secure a place. And then when you get there and they give you the form, they don't fill the form. And when you enter your address, they don't say, is it really your address? Or they don't say, give us a letter from the bank or something that says, no, this is your address. They need any proof of address. They will take that letter from the bank and say, no, this is my proof of address. They will take it because it's legit. Banks usually, they prefer you to give them your original address, like where you really stay. And even yourself, you provide the real address at the bank so that you really protect your money. Now, when it comes to the municipality, go there, you try to get your proof of address. They're going to write whatever address you are putting there, as long as that municipality covers that location that you are at, that you claim you're coming from, that you are claiming you're coming from. You're not really coming from there. You just got somebody that's staying there, and then you feel like, okay, this area is not busy, I need to get my license here. That guy helps you or that lady helps you with that address, and then you use that address in their proof of address. They're going to take it. They won't say, no, that's not the address. Another thing that about the address that Ramusipiri was trying to get across to the state witness was, for instance, this accused, he says he has been in jail ever since he was arrested, right? Now, when you open your system there, your system is still saying he's in Basotho Hostel. And even after Basotho Hostel, how many times did he change his residence? For you to say, no, you believe your system is saying, no, this is the right address. I can go to any place. If I put, let's say I want to make Elena's address, I'm gonna use me because I feel like this process can be flouted, but it's not really flouting the process. What you are just doing there is they're just circumventing this address thing so that you can go to areas which are not busy, so that you can get help much faster. Now, you are telling us, no, this system is reliable, this system can help us locate the accused. But the dates that you are providing are out there, way out there, not even nearer to the day of the incident, not even a day before, not even a day after. Now, this is the proof that the people were in Joburg. It doesn't say anything. I can be in Joburg in maybe say September, right? The next day, after writing my exam at the traffic department, I go home where I'm originally coming from. And then when it's time to come and collect my papers, if I passed, I take a taxi or whatever, drive whatever there, go to that department where I wrote, get my things, I'm gone. That's what happens in most of these. No, you can't say no. When you give us a form at the department, you say write your number. I really write now my number, and you don't tell me to come with proof from Vodacom or Telkom or all the internet service provider. You don't tell me, bring proof from them to say that you really staying here and this is your number. No, nothing like that. You take whatever I'm giving you there and you're gonna put it in the system. And to make the system work, the system is able to clock activities of people on that system. Even those people are in jail. It's surprising that we found out now that accused number 4 was able to modify his address and pay a fine, a traffic violation in Nogom, Kwanongo, right? He did that while he was arrested, right? He did that on a day that he should have been inside. How is that possible? This is one of the things that makes us not trust that system of yours. Because if you can come up with that system, if you can come with that system to court, and you are not even checking on a live system, what you are checking on is the database. You downloaded the database or backup, whatever, then you came to court with it. None of us can verify if anything inside there is authentic, because nobody came and said, no, we vouch for this. None of your superiors came and said, we vouch for this. I am the one who authorized him to take authentic information from the system and come and present it here. No. It's just you, because you have whatever relationship you have with those cops and the prosecutor, and then you decided, no, I'm gonna do this. I'll provide this information to you. I even take the system out of the office.
10:00 p.m.
After taking the system out of the office, you go into the system, you give us whatever information is coming out of from there. But nobody is verifying that system of yours. None of your superiors is there. What should have happened is every system should have checks and balances. Your superiors should be verifying every time you log in. They should know, okay, you are in here. What are you doing here? Okay, we authorize you to do this transaction. Every transaction that you do should be verified by someone else who's over you. But no, your system allows you to do whatever you want there. What kind of system is that? How can we trust that system? At the same time, it's now giving us dates about people, activities of people who were arrested. But the system is saying those people were outside doing activities at the traffic department. We will never believe that system. It's unbelievable. It just shows that something is cooked here. Now, even the witness himself stated when he was asked by Advocate Msholo, he can't give us information where the accused were on the day of the event. He will not give us any traffic violations on the day of the incident. He was just given a letter by the investigating officer to do whatever, we don't know, because he's saying the letter is confidential, is classified information. But he forgot that he has already told us what are the contents of that letter. The letter is saying he's supposed to find activities of the accused on that system, right? Any violation and what. You see how ingenuine is this letter. This letter is not really investigating, because I believe if they're investigating, these 2 or 3 points should have been inside that letter. Find any violation of the accused, any accused, on the day, just concentrate on the 26th, and concentrate on the day before, and concentrate on the day after. Just find me the activity, any violation, anything that can prove that they were around that area. False lawyers, none of that. Find me any information that places that car, that Polo that the witness say they saw. I don't know which witness said they saw the Polo. No witness said they saw the Polo. Okay, the Polo that's in the confessions. Find me information on that Polo and place it around that area. Let's see if any violation place it around that area on that day. None of that. This letter should have contained something like, find me information and find me footage if it's there, or find me documents that shows which car came after which car as they were passing through the toll gate. Then we would know if Mohani was accompanied by Geninda when they were gallivanting across the country with the accused, with Mabena. We would know. And it would prove to us the accused were lying when they said Geninda was always around. At some occasions, he was around at some occasions when they were driving around, even when they were passing through the toll gates going to Rustenburg. It will help you. The state will be helped a lot there. We would know these accused were lying. Geninda was never there. But no, none of that. Just find me inactivity, anything. What they request is just find me inactivity, any violation on any day in 2014. How does that help us? Because I can be in Joburg tomorrow and then tomorrow I'm not there. That's what happens. People travel. If you can't place him exactly on that day of the incident, how do you expect us to believe that state witness? Now the fact that accused number 4 was able to change the address, pay a fine when he was supposed to be in jail, it just shows a lot. It shows a lot about this system. Now here's another thing that's very fishy. When was the last time you got a ticket for your vehicle obstructing other traffic? When was the last time you got a ticket like that? And when was the last time you had somebody you know getting a ticket like that? Or a ticket for an unattended vehicle? They're almost similar. Unattended vehicle means the car, nobody was there. It's stopping some other traffic, so it's considered unattended. It might be obstructing traffic. Who did you hear in the last few years say, no, I received a ticket for obstruction of traffic or unattended vehicles? Just some made up stories. It's just some made up stories. The guy can't even give you an answer in the first instance. When you ask him a question, he has to give you 2 answers before on the third time you get a real answer. Right? He was asked by a woman which violation was committed by this car and by the accused that you're saying, as now this guy went to pay. The first answer that he gave was about the place. It was in Nongo mode. Okay, we don't want that guy. What we want is the offense. Then he comes with the date. It was on which place, on which day, whatever. We don't want that. We want the offense. Eventually came up with the offense. Then we find out, okay, this is a very clumsy, a very weak offense that you can commit. Ever get a ticket for, ever get a violation citation for. Unattended vehicles, obstruction of other motor vehicles. Wow, some cooked information. This one doesn't make sense. To get a ticket for an unattended vehicle, I've never attended that. I've never got a ticket like that, and I don't think I will ever get a ticket like that. Now, going back to the letter, do you think that letter, the person who wrote the author, do you think they wrote it with a like true investigative blood, like investigative drive, like somebody who's really trying to crack this case? Does it feel like that? It doesn't, because if it was really an authentic letter, it would have that information that I requested earlier. Find out information on the suspect on the day of the event. But no, it's all over the place, and we have to buy it. This letter was written with the intention to bring this guy here just to come and intimidate whoever the IO and Baloyi is trying to intimidate. I think they're trying to give them the message: you try to mess with us, we are going after you. Whatever we can pull out from your files, we're going to pull out. Whatever dirty laundry we're going to pull out, we're going to air it. It doesn't matter if that information is going to help us win this case, but we're just going to air it. We're just going to put it out there. That's the message that I'm getting, because this information was not helping the state case. It was rather injuring the case, because we now know it can spew out bad information. It can tell you somebody is paying offenses and making changes on the system, while that person, even is under the state's control. The same person who are making that investigation, they can't even go to that person's system and that person's information and check when was the last time he was out, so that we can tailor this information to the point when he was out. No, they didn't do that. They just manufacture the information, but they don't double check it. Yeah, this is the guy we're supposed to believe. In conclusion, I don't think this guy helped us. I think it was just a waste of time. There are many ways that we could have proved that the accused were around Joburg on the day. What we are concerned is on the day. We don't care if they were there in January or they were there in September. It doesn't matter. If you can't prove they were there on the day, it's really futile. So guys, before I go, please like and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. Peace.